It's hermeneuticals.
Well, get out.
It's your boy,
Jeffrey.
What up, you guys?
Well, it's your boy Jeffrey, aka Mr. Lockdown, aka Mr. Mississippi boy himself. To my lovely lefty,
It's Mrs. Lockdown. What up, you guys?
let's get the fundamentals out the way. Like, comment, subscribe, and please donate to the channel once a month before the 18th of every month, if you can. Today we checking out Zach Rush.
That's our boy.
Little man made me so proud.
Say it again.
Little man made me
So proud. You gotta say so proud.
I did. Let's get right in. So proud into it.
And go to Zach's channel. He's doing his gun raffle.
Yep.
So make sure that you go and check that out.
Let me tell y'all a little story about how my little nephew can break my heart, make me proud of him, and change the world all at the same damn time. Okay, so let me give y'all a little background. Little man comes over to Uncle Zach's house every weekend during the school year because I hire him. During the school year, they got snack cart, they got field day, they got book fair, and I hire him for $20 a day to come over and help me pick up sticks and leaves and stuff in my yard on weekends because my back won't allow me to do that anymore. But I'm trying to teach him the value of $1. But every Sunday morning, me and little man, we go grocery shopping for the upcoming week. Now, when we get down to the grocery store every Sunday morning, little man is very adamant about it. He's going to be the one that wants to push the buggy. Now, he can barely see over the handlebars in the back, but he wants to be the man and he wants to push the buggy, and I support that shit. So we get there, he gets the buggy, we head to the back, and I'm checking out the eggs, right? Like, I'm opening up all the egg things, and I'm making sure ain't none of them broke. About the time I'm on my third box, because everything damn broken, he come up and tapped me on the shoulder. And apparently he had looked down the aisle and looked at this older couple. Well, he asked me, he said, Uncle Zach, what is that old couple doing down there? And I look up, and I know immediately what's going on because I've been on this earth long enough to know what the hell this means. The older gentleman was sitting there with the basket, little handheld basket, but his wife standing next to him, probably late 60s, early 70s, had a calculator. And they were checking prices, and they kept on looking at it, and they kept on adding stuff up, but little man didn't know what they were doing. So I told him, I said, buddy, they're checking to make sure that they have enough money for whenever they get to the register, that they have enough money for their groceries. And he looked over at me, he said, well, Uncle Zach, do you do that? And I said, buddy, Uncle Zach's been very, very blessed in his life, and I don't have to do that. I know we have enough money for the groceries we're going to buy, but not everybody's as blessed as we are. You need to really be appreciative of your blessings and understand that not everybody's as fortunate as we are. Well, he kind of just looked back at him, then he kind of hung his head, and he got real silent. Well, as we go on through the store, you know, he looked at me and said, Uncle Zach, this buggy's getting kind of heavy. Can you push this buggy today? I said, yeah, man, I'll push the buggy. Ain't no big deal. So I get behind the buggy. Now, as we go through the store, there's kind of a deal that me and him have together. Along with the $20 that he gets a day, he also gets to pick out his own snacks for Uncle Zach's house while we're at the grocery store. Okay? So normally he be grabbing all kind of shit, and I just let him grab what he wants to because he helps me out, and it's a little thank you on top of the $20, which he's worth way more than that, but I ain't paying any more than that because we in a recession. But
Now, Zach.
now I'm gonna tell you what we saying.
I'm following you, but then you put me out of my road just then. You gotta come back and pick me up. Cause you ain't gonna do little man like this. You ain't finna do my man like this. You gonna help my man got something up his sleeve. Cause when a child go to thinking, they get silent and go to thinking, they got something up their sleeve. So you better be ready.
Because he helps me out, and it's a little thank you on top of a $20, which he's worth way more than that, but I ain't paying any more than that because we in a recession. But yesterday morning, he wasn't getting the same shit because he was getting stuff that I know he don't like, but he was adamant about it. Like, he went and grabbed a bunch of bananas. Like, he hates bananas. He won't even eat banana pudding. All right? And when we got to the cereal aisle, he grabbed Raisin Bran. And I know for a fact that he don't like Raisin Bran. So I asked him about it. I was like, little man, why ain't you getting peanut butter crunch? You always get peanut butter crunch. He said, no, Uncle Zach, I've been eating a lot of raisins. I want to try this. I said, okay, no problem. Whatever you want to do, babe. And we got down to the section where he normally gets his Go-Gurt and stuff like that. And he got cottage cheese. And I was like, okay, I know you ain't on TikTok. You ain't be adding like mustard and shit to this.
You know what this baby done did?
This baby going grocery shopping for
No,
for the elder couple.
this baby literally paid attention to what was in those people's baskets.
Exactly. I'm saying going grocery shopping for the elderly.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Maybe you didn't understand me.
Oh, we've seen.
And I was like, okay, I know you ain't on TikTok. You ain't be adding like mustard and shit to this. So what's going on? But he said, no, I did. My dad gets it at the house. I really want to try it. I said, okay, well, whatever you want, buddy, but we ain't coming back till next week. So whatever you get is what we're going to have at the house for you. He said, I know, that's okay. So we get up to the register and we check out and everything like that. And we push the buggy out to the truck. Now we throw all of the damn bags in the back of this truck right here. And as we get to the truck and we're unloading all the bags, he said, Uncle Zach, can you hang on just a second? I want to go through these bags real quick. Well, I had to put some of the bags in the back of the truck because they wouldn't all fit in the back seat. So he hopped up in the back of the truck, and then my phone rang, and it was his daddy. And I'm sitting there talking to his dad and stuff like that, and I'm just chilling, you know. I'm sitting there talking to him. I look in the rear view mirror. I can see little man and stuff like that.
Here you go.
Even to be
He finna get the confirmation that daddy don't eat none of that.
Exactly. Exactly.
I see what is going on already. Zach done lean back too. Yeah, he finna. I can't wait. Come on.
I'm just chilling, you know. I'm sitting there talking to him. I look in the rear view mirror. I can see little man and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden, something catches my eye out my driver's side rear view mirror. And I look, and it's little man. And he's walking across the road, which he knows not to do, with like 3 bags of groceries. All right, headed across the road. So obviously I tell his dad, I was like, I gotta go. And I hang up and I hop out the truck, and I made it about to the back of the truck, and then I froze because little man had done walked up to that old couple and handed them like 4 bags of groceries. And he gave the old lady a hug, and he shook the old man's hand and everything, and he gave him his little hat tip, which he does to everybody. And he started walking back toward the truck. Well, I'm looking both ways to make sure ain't no cars coming, but I'm kind of sitting here like, what the hell's going on while we're giving away our groceries? All right. So he comes around and hops right back here. He hops right back here in this passenger seat, and I'm still standing outside because I'm trying to figure out what the hell just happened. So I hop back in the truck, and I look over at little man. He's kind of sitting there with his head down. He doesn't even pick his head up. And he asked me, he said, Uncle Zach, are you mad at me? And I leaned over on my center console like this right here. But underneath my damn elbow right there, I felt something crumble. And it was 2 $20 bills. And I picked my arm up. I said, no, buddy, I ain't mad. What's this right here? He said, that's my pay for this weekend. And I said, well, buddy, why are you giving it to me? He said, because I didn't give them any of your groceries. I just gave them the ones that I chose because I was watching them as they went through the whole store. And every time they would pick something up and add it up on their calculator and then put it back down, I knew that meant they didn't have enough money to get it, but they wanted it, so I would go get that. So he's been running all around this store watching this older couple and getting the food that they didn't have the money to get.
What?
Children do the now us as grown people.
Zach.
Oh, we sad.
Zach, y'all raised him right.
Exactly.
Y'all raised him right. My oldest son, he cheap sometimes, but he ain't never cheap all the time. He just don't like to be messed over.
Yeah.
My youngest son,
he'll give it to
it
him
all
hard.
if his mama and his grandmama, yeah, he'll give it hard away. But anything else, it gonna take some. You got to pry from the cold dead hand. He did.
He'll give it. He'll give it,
but if you mess over him that first time, you ain't getting it no more.
They be kind of reluctant on giving.
But what he did, that's all God sent there, bro.
He did the right thing.
Get it, but they wanted it, so I would go get that. So he's been running all around this store watching this older couple and getting the food that they didn't have the money to get. And he had done gave me back his pay for this weekend, which was $40 to try to cover it. So I slid that $40 back to him. I said, man, look, I'm I'm impressed with what you've done. I don't want your money. And he looked over at me and he said, are you sure you're not mad, Uncle Zach? I said, buddy, I'm not mad at you, but I got to know what made you, what made you want to do that? I'm proud of you for having a heart, but buddy, that's not your job to give other people your groceries. You know what I'm saying? That's just life, man. Everybody's got to deal with that in their own way. And he looked over at me and he said, well, Uncle Zach, you said it yourself. He said that not everybody's as blessed as we are. And I said, that's right, man. Not everybody's as blessed as we are. You have to count your blessings. And then he looked over at me again. He said, or we can be somebody else's blessing instead of just counting ours.
Boy.
And y'all.
That was a slap in your face.
Lord
That little
have
man
mercy.
has been raised all the way right. All the way right.
Look, you let that young man keep on coming to your house, Zach, and he gonna be a blessing to many, 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 many more people just like you are.
Cause between his dad and you, and he going to church.
Be somebody else's blessing instead of just counting ours. And y'all, my heart just like broke immediately. And I didn't know what to say, except I looked at him and I said, little man, I am some kind of proud of the man you're becoming. I really am. I'm so proud of it. Where'd you learn that from, buddy? And he looked at me and he kind of got up on the center console right here and he gave me a hug.
Aww.
And he whispered in my ear, he said, from you, Uncle Zach.
That's right.
And then he kept on saying, he said, one day, Uncle Zach, I'm going to make a big difference in this world. Just like you. Heart broke immediately.
That's right.
Because apparently
You been watching?
I've been doing something wrong by just counting my blessings instead of trying to be the blessing for somebody else. And it took a 10-year-old in order to teach me that. I've never been more proud of that young man in my life. And I felt like his story needed to be shared. But he didn't have to give them old people my Rice Krispies. Shit.
Look.
Time out.
We love you, Zach.
Time out.
You know you wrong.
Hey, you had me over here hard.
Rice Krispies.
I was tearing up and you said a darn Rice Krispie.
Ain't nothing
But he
with Rice.
gave you the $40. You could have went back in there and got you some Rice Krispies.
You know, Zach just got to put something at the end somewhere so he can get that slogan in. he couldn't shine on little man's spot.
Stop counting your blessings and be a blessing to others.
I got that. I got you, Zach. I got you.
I wish that
Little man spoke enough to us through you.
yeah, you got your nephew going straight, bro. Between his daddy, the pastor, and you, wait till you see the man he become.
But he didn't have to say that his daddy ate the
No, he said
the Raisin Bran. He did.
He said, little man, you know good and well you don't eat no Raisin
He said
Bran.
my dad been.
You know,
Yeah, well, it kind of almost, the banana go in the Raisin Bran.
yeah.
And so, now the cottage cheese, man.
But giving up the Rice, I gotta go with Zach on that. You can't give him a Rice Krispie treats.
Rice Krispies ain't good.
Yes, they are.
The Rice Krispie treat is good.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. The Rice Krispie treat.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Rice Krispie cereal.
No.
Cause they have, even if you put something with them, you better hurry up and eat them.
Hey, but like we say in Mississippi, one up, one down. We got music on lockdown.
Peace.
We out.